All right, guys, welcome back. It's still early in April. It's still cold and snowy outside. It just doesn't want to let up on us here. I'm out in the garage. I've taken a couple days to reconsider my options with these U-joints. I was just struggling last go around, so I have a fresh attitude. I'm going to tear into it again and see if I can't get these sorted out. I think I was a little frustrated last time around and I was kind of fighting with the things. So today, we're just going to take it easy and do them again. So let's dive in, see how it goes this time. All right, guys, well, there's our lesson for this episode, is when things have started to go sideways on you, sometimes it's best to just walk away, sleep on it for a day or two, and come back and try it with a fresh attitude. So what I did is I took my ball joint press and I pressed the good side of the cap down through to press out the bad side, the side that had that one needle bearing that was laying sideways down the bottom of the cap. When it popped out, sure enough, there was that one needle bearing dropped out on the counter. You saw me put that back in. And then I was able to, because the center of my U-joint was kind of sticking out already, I flipped it over and was able to make sure that I got it back on the pins in the center there, the center part of the U-joint, with no further issue from those roller bearings or needle bearings. Then what I did is I put one of my retainer clips, and I'll just show you what I'm talking about here. So I put one of my retainer clips in before the cap got all the way back up against it. And then as I pressed from the other side, I was pressing until I could feel the resistance of the other side hitting that retainer clip. So had one clip in place, pressed down against it, made enough room for the second clip, put it in, no worries, everything went fine. It was a little tight. So what I did is I put it on the vise and just gave it a little tap with the rubber mallet on each end to kind of press those caps just back out a little bit against the clip, just to free up so there's not so much tension on the actual U-joint. So as we speak right now, both ends are in shape. Both ends are moving freely and good to go. And ready to put them back underneath there. Okay, so now I'm considering putting the drive shafts back under the Jeep, and oh my gosh, what a mess. I think I mentioned a while back that when I took the tent off the truck, I laid it down flat, I put it on my little appliance dollies, and it fits between the front and the rear axles, and it goes underneath the Jeep. So it's totally out of the garage. I don't have to worry about it tipping over on the car. But now, the car's in the way of getting the tent out from under the thing, as is some stuff that I've got ready to take up to Seattle with me next go around. And it snowed again. It's the 4th, 5th, something like that of April, and I shoveled another probably foot of snow out of the driveway yesterday. Man, we're getting tired of snow. So anyway, it's really going to be an effort to get underneath this thing and get those drive shafts put back in. So I might put a stop to this for right now and come back when I can kind of make a little bit more room in here and get that done. All right, well, I'm out here one more time in the garage. And again, I really think my drive shafts, both of them, rear and front, look pretty good here. It's always good to see new U-joints in there, to put your hand on them and feel them smoothly moving around. But I'll be honest, I don't think I'm going to get them in under the Jeep back bolted in there. It's Easter weekend. Those of you down in Moab finishing up the Easter weekend Jeep Safari, God bless you. I have never been to the Jeep Safari, never. I've had Jeeps for probably since I was in my late 20s. I've always had a Jeep. I've never been to the Jeep Safari. So maybe one of these days I'll have to do that. But anyway, I digress. What I really want to mention was the car is still in the garage. The tent is still under the Jeep. I have boxes of stuff that's going to Seattle with me this weekend. I'm going to head up there on Sunday, and I don't really think I'm going to get the drive shaft stuck under this thing. I literally don't have room to work right now. So I'll wrap this video up for now, and I get this thing uploaded up there so you can see that I at least, won the battle with the U-joints, getting them in there properly. I don't think I taught you anything about putting U-joints in. And I'm sure that there's some of you are out there who are throwing things at your computer as you're watching me going, hey, dummy, don't do it that way. But I did get them ready to go. And, U-joints and drive shafts always just amaze me. They're not very big. I mean, I'm going to spin you around again here. So here's my rear drive shaft, okay? And look how small the smallest chunk of that is. Now it's solid steel, but it's an inch. And here's my front one. And for those of you who've been to Moab and have been, bouncing your Jeep on some ledge, trying to climb it and whatever, and you think about the amount of torque and stress you put on these components, and then you get these components out and you put them on the bench and you just look at them and go, those aren't very big. I mean, it's just amazing. Sometimes it blows me away to think of what we put this stuff through. And, you know, until you get really, really, really extreme, most of these components can handle the abuse, you know, and just keep right on ticking. So it's a testament to our Yankee ingenuity, I guess. So anyway, here's the plan. Tomorrow's Saturday. I'm going to start loading up the truck for Seattle. Gray and I are going to hit the road in the afternoon and go do a road trip up over maybe the Energy Loop or up around Strawberry. We haven't been together on a road trip, just taking our time and going somewhere for a while now because of me traveling and her schedule and all that kind of thing. So we're going to get that in on Saturday morning. I'm going to wake up early. I'm going to grab the dog. We're going to throw her in the back seat and head our Heine up to Seattle and start installing some of the new stuff we bought for the boat, the cellular booster and the water purifier and whatnot. So for tonight, here's what I'm going to say. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging with me on this Jeep project. I know it's gone in, sometimes it's gone long and been a lot of work done all together, and other times it's lagged. It is definitely going through a lag session right now. But I am as committed to getting it done as I've ever been. So don't give up on me. Don't go anywhere. I am going to paint this thing, and I'm going to have a rolling, functional 1977 CJ5, totally rebuilt from frame, top to bottom, and something I can be proud of, and hopefully you guys will have enjoyed watching me bang my head against this thing along the way. But stick with me. I'm not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere, but it will get finished. So even if you don't care about watching me on the boat, I may spin that off onto its own channel so I don't have to kind of dilute this one with that. But I know it might be a little confusing right now. Like, what the hell is this guy talking about? The boat this week or the Jeep or something else? Who knows? But anyway, for right now, I'm going to probably put a wrapper on this video and upload it and get ready to travel. So I will see you next time around. At that next juncture, we will be putting these drive shafts in. We will be putting that alternator in. And hopefully by the time I get done with that work, the damn weather outside will have shaped up enough that I can start to look at getting, you know, a long enough period of time of decent temperature that I can warm this garage up, keep it warm, put my flexible paint booth walls back in place and paint this dang thing. Because as you know, I don't really know what I'm doing with that. So that ought to be quite the process. So anyway, but for right now, thanks for watching, man. If you watch these videos along, throw me a comment down below. Click the little thumbs up thing. If you haven't subscribed, you can do that for free. I don't know. I mean, I think most people know that by now, but I still have the odd comment from somebody going, well, I don't want to pay to subscribe to something. But I am really trying to kind of bring you along on this project. And again, I'm committed to getting it done. So if you've been with me from the days when I was, you know, hacking old rusted parts off this thing and I had the holes through the floorboard and you could see the dirt and all that, you know, we've been through some stuff together. So don't go anywhere. We'll get this thing done.